Also, cambio de parecer, we say, why did the person change his or her mind? And any regrets? ¿Algún remordimiento, algún lamento, algún pesar? Yeah, have to listen and we are going like to summarize, como un breve resumen, okay? Just a sentence. Any regrets? Yes or no? Basically that. So let me just play. Yeah, the sound is okay. All right, guys.
Listen to the conversations between life changes. Write information. Listen again if necessary. Conversation 1.
What happened? Weren't you going to get married?
Yes, but my parents were against the marriage.
How come?
My fiancée had to travel all the time for her work, and my parents convinced me that it would be hard to have a family. In the end, I agreed with them.
No regrets?
None.
What happened? What is the conversation about?
Their parents.
His parents, right? Sus padres, his parents.
Okay. His parents convince
him
for not married.
To get married or not to marry. His parents convince him not to marry or not to get married. Why? Did you hear that? Let me just, it got frozen. 1 second. Why was that? What happened?
Talking about life changes. Write information on the notepad. Listen again if necessary. Conversation 1.
What happened? Weren't you going to get married?
Yes, but my parents were against the marriage.
How come?
My fiancée had to travel all the time for...
My fiancé had to travel all the time. So what is he saying there? Fiancé, prometida.
Travel?
Fiancé, ¿no? Su prometida. His fiancé had to travel all the time. And this is the reason.
For her work, and my parents convinced me that it would be hard to have a family. In the end,
convinced me that it would be hard to have a family. It would be difficult to have a family, right? So how can we summarize here? Diana, you mentioned, you said, parents, what did you say? His parents?
Convince him.
Not to
get married.
Not to get married, yes. We can also give or explain why not to get married. Like, remember the reason? Porque sería difícil, ¿no? Va a ser difícil que pueda tener familia.
It's so hard.
Okay. We can use a comma here. It would be, or it was going to be, remember future in the past? It would be hard or it would be difficult to have
a family.
To have a family. I don't have enough. And what about the question? Any regrets?
No.
No. Okay. No. Oops.
in the end, I agreed with them.
No regrets?
None.
In the end, he agreed with his parents. Okay. So no regrets. You can write no. I'm going to just click on an X. Number 2.
Conversation 2.
I really wish I'd accepted that bank manager's position last year.
I thought you were going to take it. Why didn't you?
Well, I'd already planned to spend a couple of weeks with my relatives in Canada, and I really didn't want to have to cancel that trip. By the time I got back, it was too late. They'd given the job to someone else.
Well, in any case, you got a great job now.
True, but it'll take a long time before I get a job in management. I think I sort of missed the boat.
Did you hear the last expression?
True,
She said, I think I sort of missed the boat. I think I sort of. This is an idiomatic expression. I sort of. Sort of is like kind of. Missed the boat. This is the idiomatic expression. What happened to her? What happened to her? Did you understand the context? What happened?
Yo
She
pienso
pla-
que ella perdió el bote, algo así, una expresión así como que ella pasó.
Es la, this, this is the literally translation. Así sería la traducción literal, right? But it has another meaning, ¿no? Creo que, what happened? What does that mean? Miss the boat is like miss an important opportunity, right? Miss an important opportunity. So you didn't take advantage of that opportunity. And what happened to her? What happened? What happened to her? ¿Qué le pasó? What opportunity did she miss? Let me play it again. Check.
I really wish I'd accepted that bank manager's position last year.
Did you hear this part? This is her regret. Listen.
2.
I really wish I'd accepted that bank manager's position last year.
I thought you were going to take it. Why didn't you?
Well, I'd already planned to spend a couple of weeks with my relatives in Canada, and I really didn't want to have to cancel that trip.
Okay,
But-
so what happened? She said that she was offered a job. She was offered a position, but she
Manager
didn't.
of bank.
But
No.
she didn't accept it. She said no. Yeah, she said no. Actually, she said, I really wish I'd accepted that manager's position. No? It was a manager's position, but she said no. Why?
Travel.
Because
Kind
she had a travel. Yeah, she had to travel. Tenía que viajar. She had a family trip. She had a family trip and she didn't want to cancel the trip, right?
By the time I got back, it was too late. They'd given the job to
But
someone
when
else.
she returned from her trip, the position, the manager's position was given to somebody else, to another person. So she missed that opportunity. She missed that job opportunity.
Well, in any case, you got a great job now.
True, but it'll take a long time before I get a job in management. I think I sort of missed the boat.
I think I sort of missed the boat. You know, it's like I miss the chance, I miss the opportunity, ¿no? Perdí la oportunidad. Pero esta es una frase idiomática, como literalmente al traducir significa perder el bote. Okay, but it means miss an opportunity, miss an important opportunity. So what can we say here? It says, why did the person change his or her mind? Remember the situation here is that she was offered a job as a manager, right?
Bank manager.
As a bank manager, yes. As a bank manager. But she didn't accept, right? But she said no, she refused. But she didn't accept. Why? Because
she had to travel.
Yes, because she had to travel. She had to travel to Canada, or she had a trip to Canada. She had to travel to Canada. Okay. So, does she regret? Does she regret?
Yes.
Yes or no? Yes, right? Because when she returned from her trip, the manager's position was given to another person. And she said, oh, it's going to be a long time to, to have another chance to work as a manager. So we can just click and say, yes, she regrets. Next, number 3.
Conversation 3.
Didn't you used to teach painting?
Yes. I thought I would always teach art.
So how come you're a lawyer?
I have pretty expensive tastes, and I wasn't getting paid enough. And it turns out that I really like law.
So all's well that ends well.
You bet.
Okay, what is this conversation about? What is she doing now, or what did she used to do in the past?
She is a lawyer, but
She's a lawyer,
but she
What occupation did she
won.
have in the past?
She won being
About art, right?
Artist.
I think I sort of.
Conversation 3.
Didn't you used to teach
Didn't
painting?
you used to teach painting? No solías enseñar, ¿no? Pintura? Yes.
Yes. I thought I would always
She
teach
said,
art.
I thought I would always teach art. I'm going to write that. What is she saying? I thought, this is future in the past. Esto es con el grammar que hicimos. I thought I would always teach art. What does that mean? I thought I would always teach art. Yo pensaba, yo pensé que siempre enseñaría arte.
So how come you're a lawyer?
How come you are a lawyer? So what happened? Why are you a lawyer now?
I have pretty expensive tastes.
I have pretty expensive taste. Gustos. Tiene gustos costosos. So she has pretty expensive taste.
And I wasn't getting paid enough. And it turns out that I really like law.
Okay, so she wasn't paid enough as an art of, as an art teacher. So she changed career.
So all's well that ends well.
You bet.
Okay, so how can we say it? She says, I thought I would always teach art. Well, this is actually not the answer. Quise poner ahí para que enfatice el grammar. So how can we summarize? Okay, this is like extra. Por ahí sí lo copiaron. Sorry. That's extra. Why did the person change his or her mind is the question. ¿Por qué cambió de parecer? So she used to be an art teacher, but now she's a lawyer, right? Now she's a lawyer. Why?
Because she have expensive taste.
Okay, yeah, she has expensive tastes and she wasn't paid enough. Or what, Diana?
Because when she teaches art, no get.
She doesn't get well paid. She doesn't get paid enough, lo suficiente, right? Okay. Maybe I can just put it back. Just remember this idea, okay? Eso es el grammar, but it's not actually the answer. So let me just erase this part so I can type right here. Si lo copiaron, it's okay, pero márquenlo ahí. Eso es, quería enfatizar lo que decía en el grammar. Por ahí les puede venir en el examen, but this is not the answer. So we can say, yes? I'm sorry?
You were going to be an interpreter at the unit.
Conversation 4.
I thought you were going to be an interpreter at the United Nations.
She says, I thought you would be an interpreter of the United Nations. What does that mean? I thought you would be an interpreter of the United Nations. La ONU, ¿no?
Pensé que serías intérprete de las naciones.
De las Naciones Unidas, ¿no? Yo pensaba que serías un intérprete en las Naciones Unidas.
Well, I was, but I tried twice and my English wasn't good enough, so...
Well, I tried twice, so it means that he took the exam, but he didn't pass. He said, my English, what?
But I tried twice and my English wasn't good enough, so...
My English wasn't good enough.
So I couldn't. The exam is extremely hard.
The exam is extremely hard. The exam is extremely difficult. So he's saying that he didn't pass.
That's too bad.
Yes, I wish I had studied more.
Yes, I wish I had studied more, right? So how can we summarize here? Why did the person change his or her mind?
Because the exam was very hard and the English wasn't
very good or good enough, right? Okay. So we can say he didn't pass the entrance exam or the exam, or actually he didn't pass the exam, and his English, and his English wasn't good enough, right? I think we can do it in the past, yeah. No era tan bueno, wasn't good enough. At the end, he said, I wish I had studied more. I wish I had studied more. I'm going to write that. That's the regret. Okay, look at this. Esta es otra forma de expresar pesares con wish. I wished I had studied more. You can find that in the booster. Seguramente que en el grammar booster está, pero no nos da tiempo de revisar todo. Hay mucho contenido con wish. I wish I had studied more. Check that. Les explico rapidito. I'm sorry, not wishes, wished. It's in the past. I wish I had studied more. Desearía haber estudiado más. I wish I had studied more. Cuando yo quiero, y se los digo en español de repente para que puedan reforzar en el Grammar Booster, chicos, porque por tiempo no nos da el tiempo de poder cubrir todo. Hay una reglita. Wish. ¿Ustedes saben lo que significa wish? Es el verbo desear, right?
Sí.
Cuando usamos la estructura del wished en el pasado, ok, wish, ¿no? Y miren aquí la estructura del siguiente verbo, had studied, está en past perfect, ¿verdad? Entonces, cuando yo hago una idea con wish más un verbo en pasado perfecto, me estoy refiriendo a un regret, como si estuviera hablando en present perfect. Desearía haber estudiado más. Es como que estoy refiriéndome a un pesar, a un regret, a un arrepentimiento de ahora. ¿Ok? Pero en sí estoy hablando como que en tiempo pasado. Esa es más o menos la regla. I wish, ¿no? Desearía, a pesar de que dice wished. Desearía, so now. I wish I had studied more. Desearía haber estudiado más. So, regrets? Any regrets? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Athletic ability, an occupation, you have to complete here the chart. Maybe we can do exercise C only, okay? Because in exercise D, you also have to use and give some ideas. What about exercise C? Let me just go back. Have you guys finished? Did you take notes, please? You finished that part? Please let me know. How can we complete? Cuando era niño, yo pensaba que... What?
I would be.
Okay.
I would be architect.
I could be a doctor. I could be an architect. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I could be a doctor. And then if you want, you can give extra information. I could be a doctor. And then you can say, then, how do you say mis gustos cambiaron?
My taste changed.
My taste change, right? My taste change. My taste change. Next. My parents believed, mis padres creían, what?
I would.
Make up, inventemos. My parents believed.
That I would get?
Yeah, okay, que me casaría con una extranjera, for example. My parents believe I would, how do you say casarse?
Married.
I could get married, or I could marry. Marry también el verbo marry, pues, yeah. Or I could get married, yeah. I could get married. Married to, entonces tendría que poner. I could get married to a foreign woman. Or to an American woman, to a Brazilian woman, to a Peruvian, I don't know. What can we say? Pero, aún estoy soltero. But I'm still single. Single but happy, right? It's just an idea. Could get married to, oh, sorry, I forgot. To a foreign woman. Acá tiene que decir to a foreign woman. To a foreign woman, but I'm still single. 3, my teachers were sure, mis profesores estaban seguros que yo, ya, ok, nice. I would get, that, ese that ahí, por ejemplo, lo podemos omitir, pero podríamos ponerlo, that I would get a scholarship. What does a scholarship mean? Una beca, that I could get a scholarship to study in France, okay? But, what happened? Pero mi francés no era tan bueno. But my French wasn't good enough. Yeah, but my French wasn't good enough. And the last one, when I finished school, I didn't know
that it will be so difficult.
That is okay. When I finished school, I didn't know that. I'm going to omit that. Okay, I'm going to write it.
Extrañaba el colegio.
Y más en esta modalidad, ¿no? ¿Cómo están haciendo sus prácticas, chicos? Todo eso, no sé, no me imagino. Los laboratorios y todo. I didn't know that it could be, what you said, it could be so hard, so difficult, what you said, Valentino?
So difficult.
So difficult. Yeah. That it would be so difficult. Nice. Okay. We finished. How are you guys doing with my lab? Are you doing my lab, right? Todos ya están registrados en my lab, working on it. And that's it. Okay. Take 1 minute to relax and let's move on. Unit 7 is nice. I like this unit. And we have also, you know, a nice holiday coming. In this November, we have Thanksgiving. Yes.
In the sentence number 4, no is with be or no?
Sorry, which one?
Good.
Good be,
No,
yes. I forgot. Yes, good be so difficult. Yes, would be. Thank you. Good be so difficult, right? Good so difficult. No, good be so difficult. Thanks for telling me. Okay, let's start unit number 7 right away. Can I stop sharing, guys? Can I? The unit, what's unit number 7 called? Holidays and traditions, right? Holidays and traditions. Okay. When we talk about holidays, what comes to your mind? What kind of holidays do we celebrate? Do we have?
Christmas.
Valentine's Day, very good. Valentine's Day,
Christmas
in December, yes.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, good.
New Year.
New Year, thank you.
Christmas.
Mother's Day, Valentine's Day. For example, last month.
Father's Day.
Father's Day. Yeah, okay, but yeah, those are celebrations. Halloween. Yeah, but holidays is when we have free time off, the day off. No classes, no work. It's on the calendar. Okay, it's on the calendar, says off. Last year, remember, on the last day of October.
Halloween? Days of Death?
Oh, the Day of the Dead, yes, or Halloween, right? There were like two celebrations. When one holiday for us, the day Creole Music Day, and the first, November 1st, is the Day of the Dead, ¿no? El Día de todos los santos, or todos los muertos. But on the 31st of October, I'm sorry?
The Independence Day.
Celebration of Carnival. Day celebration is very important. Very good, guys. Carnival too, yeah. So
Easter.
We have different, right? Sorry, Easter, you mentioned?
Easter.
Easter, yeah. We are going to check. Nice, you have the vocabulary. So I have a few questions for you that I want you guys to discuss with a partner. Carlos, can you read the first?
What are some of the most important holidays and festivals in Peru?
Holidays, festivals, celebrations, okay? You are going to talk about that with your partner. Thank you. Question 2. Tatiana, can you read the second question?
What's your favorite holiday or festival and why?
And why? You are going to answer. Thank you. What about the next? Diana Mendez, please, Anita, read question 3.
When and where it's celebrated?
Yes, when and where is it celebrated? So we are talking about the time, what, for example, what date or what month, in January, in December, where, in Trujillo only, in all Peru, okay, in all the world. And the last, Sabrina, can you read the last question?
What happens?
What happens in the present? Like, what happens? Like, how do people celebrate that? What happens? You know, give some ideas. ¿Qué es lo que ocurre? ¿Cómo se celebra? You can give some ideas. So I'm going to give you, how much time do you need? There are 4 questions. 8 minutes? Do you think 8 minutes is okay, or 10? I want you to look at this. Look at this picture right here. Where is it? Where are these people? Where is this, you know, happening? Can you tell me the country? In Japan, in Japan. Let me call someone to read. Let's see. Renzo, could you read the information, please, about what happens in Japan? What is the people?
People picnic and viewing the cherry blossoms at a Hanami party in Japan.
Okay, yeah, look at this. These trees or these flowers are very popular in a specific time of year. The cherry blossoms, you know, they are in bloom, the flowers bloom. And what do people do in Japan? They go picnic. They go picnicking. They like to go to parks and have a picnic. That's a tradition there. All right, what about the next? I think I will make it a little bigger. Let me have someone to read. See, Carlos, can you read about this important celebration in the US?
United States.
Thanksgiving, right? This is Thanksgiving. I have my background.
Dinner in the United States.
Featuring
the traditional main dish of roast turkey.
Yeah, this is the typical or the traditional dish in Thanksgiving. And it's similar for us because in Christmas we usually eat turkey too, right? Roast turkey, no? El pavo al horno, pavo horneado. This is what we have for Christmas. But in the US, celebrating Thanksgiving, actually Thanksgiving is more important than celebrating Christmas. Did you guys know that? Did you know that? ¿Sabían eso? In the US, In the US, Thanksgiving is more important than Christmas. Thanksgiving is celebrated this month, right? In November. The fourth Thursday, el cuarto jueves siempre se celebra. The fourth Thursday in November. And it's a tradition that families get together, they eat roast turkey, and it's a time similar to Christmas. It's a time when Americans say thank you for everything they have. Christmas is important too, of course, but not for all the people that live in the US, because there are people from different countries, different religions. So Christmas is important for Catholics, but not for people who have a different religion. Yeah, sure, Christians. And in the US, you know, there are people from different cultures. There are Muslims, Musulmanes, you know, they have different religions. So Christmas is not that important, but Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving and Independence Day are the two most important holidays in the US. All right.
Is every Americans,
Uh-huh.
todos los estadounidenses fuera de la religión que tienen celebran Día de Acción de Gracias.
Everyone, yeah, including the people that are from different countries and they live in America, including the immigrants. It's the most important celebration. Yeah, all the people there celebrate that. Everyone. It's a
today
big
is
celebration.
day veteranos.
Veterans Day. I'm not
United
sure.
States.
Yeah, really?
Today.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, today. I wasn't sure. No, but I heard of that. But Thanksgiving is the #1 holiday there in the US.
Miss, what's more important, Christmas or
Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving, el Día de Acción de Gracias. In the US, Thanksgiving is a little more important than Christmas. Why? Because not all the people have the same religion. Okay? So they don't celebrate, not all the people celebrate Christmas. They have other religions. But for Christians, for Catholics, you know, Christmas is important. What about the next? Let's check about this couple. Look at this. Oh, they look nice. You know, they are wearing traditional clothing. And the information is here. Valentino, can you read about this tradition in Korea, right? In Korea. Who are they?
Okay.
Valentino, can you help me? I will make it a little smaller.
About Korea?
About Korea. Korea, we say. Like Korea? No, Korea. About Korea.
A couple dressed in a traditional hanbok during the Korean holiday of Chuseok.
Chuseok. This is an important Korean holiday. And this couple is wearing traditional Korean clothing. And clothing is called hanbok. Hanbok, the name of the traditional clothes in Korea. Okay, nice, right? They look nice. Then we have this other. Thank you, Valentino. Tatiana, can you read about the Mexican tradition? And it's similar in our country too. Right? What happens here? Look at these people celebrating a birthday party.
Okay, in Mexico, friends who have come together for quinceañera to celebrate a girl's 15th birthday and her entry into adulthood in Mexico.
Adulthood in Mexico, yes, no, la adultez. Yeah, this is an important party celebration or birthday celebration in Peru too, right? I think Mexico and Peru are very similar in customs and traditions. Yeah. Okay, this is what we have, you know, when you turn 15, you know, when girls turn 15, they celebrate this important, you know, change, and it's like the entry into adulthood, ¿no? La entrada a la adultez. Look like, yeah, we are similar in many things, actually. Many things. But Mexico, it's, for example, even the kind of the traffic, the people, personality, you know. But yeah, Mexico is huge. It's big. And its problems are big too, bigger than ours. Corruption and all of that, you know, narco traffic, wars.
How do you say falta in English?
I'm sorry? Falda?
Falta.
Falta, avocado.
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 Ellos le
Falta.
dicen aguacates.
Avocado. Okay, what about this? What about Brazil? Who can help me read? Antonella, can you read about this nice and very colorful tradition?
Brazil, dancer in the fantastic costumes of Brazil, were famous yearly celebration. Yearly celebration
of
Carnival.
Carnival, yes, right. This is the I think the carnival in Rio. It's the world most famous, or it's one of the world most famous carnivals, right, in the world. And it's very colorful. The costumes, you know, this word is important. Check that, costumes. What does costumes mean? It refers to the clothes. These phrases, customs, remember. Customs, costumbres is with you. Es con U. Customs. And this is costumes. These phrases, okay? The dancers wear, you know, fantastic and very colorful costumes. All right, so we have checked that. We are going to skip this because we have already discussed about, you know, Peruvian customs and traditions. So we are going to skip that part. Nos salteamos esa parte because we talk about Peru, we talk about the celebrations in our country. And now we are going to listen to a conversation between these two people, these two women. They are talking about holiday traditions. So just listen. Look at their names. You can check that so you can know that they are from different cultures, right? You can also check at the top on the right side. You have the information. Basma is an Arabic speaker and Nisha is a Korean speaker. So let's listen to what they say. Let me check if I'm sharing sound. See, yeah, okay. Let's listen. Hey, sorry guys, I don't see the sign. This.
Read and listen to a conversation about holiday traditions.
Wow, that dress your sister's wearing is gorgeous. What was the occasion?
Oh, that was for Chuseok. The dress is called a hanbok.
Did you say Chuseok? What's that, a holiday?
That's right. It's a traditional Korean holiday. It takes place in September or October each year to celebrate the harvest.
So does everyone dress up like that?
Some people do.
So what else does everyone do on Chuseok?
We get together with our relatives and we eat a lot.
Well, that sounds nice.
Not only that, but we go to our hometowns and visit the graves of our ancestors.
So I suppose the airports and train stations are mobbed with people, right?
Totally. And the traffic is impossible. It takes hours to get anywhere.
I think every country's got at least one holiday like that.
What holiday comes to mind for you?
It reminds me of Eid al-Adha, a 4-day religious holiday we celebrate where I come from.
In what way?
Well, people put on their best clothes and we eat a ton of great food. We also travel to be with our relatives and visit the graves of our loved ones who have died.
How about that? Sounds just like our holiday.
Okay. So what kind of holiday are they talking about? What does Misha describe? What holiday is Misha talking about? Because they are looking at photos. What is that? Chuseok. Okay. And what kind of holiday is Chuseok? What kind of holiday is that? Is it, for example, a religious holiday, a historical holiday? Maybe it's a seasonal holiday, so it means that it's celebrated in the same season, summer, spring, or winter. What kind of holiday is that?
It takes place in September, October. Each year celebrate the harvest.
Yeah, it's to celebrate the harvest. You know what does harvest mean? Harvest means cosecha. So it's a traditional holiday, Korean holiday, that takes place or that happens or that is celebrated in September or October to celebrate the harvest. So if it's to celebrate the harvest, what are we talking about? For example, a historical holiday? Is it a historical holiday? Is it a religious holiday or a seasonal holiday? What do you think? It's a seasonal, no? Es de estación. It's a seasonal holiday. For example, like in Trujillo, we have the Spring Festival, ¿no? Tenemos el Festival de la Primavera. We have the Spring Festival. This is also a seasonal celebration, a seasonal festival. It's not historical, it's not religious, it's seasonal. Season, viene de estación, season.
Seasonal.
Seasonal se escribe, seasonal. It's a seasonal celebration. Okay. And what do they say? What happens? What happens in Chuseok? What are the traditions? The traditions are what people do, happens. Can you identify? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. People get together with their relatives, and they eat a lot, they say, right?
People dress hanbok.
Oh yeah, people dress traditional clothes too. Yeah, they wear these traditional clothing, the hanbok. And also, they mentioned that they visit the graves. You know what does that mean? It's similar to El Día de Todos los Santos aquí. It's similar to that because they visit the graves of their ancestors. So this is a kind of, it's a combination of a seasonal holiday and also religious, maybe both, right? Because they visit also the graves, tumbas, the grave of their ancestors. All right. And Basma a similar holiday in her country. What is that? Eid al-Adha, right? Eid al-Adha. It's a similar holiday, but she says that it's a religious holiday. It's a 4-day, de 4 días. Es un periodo de 4 días. It's a 4-day religious holiday. And what do people do?
People put on their best clothes.
People put on their best clothes, ¿no? Se ponen su mejor ropa. And people eat a lot of great good food. Yeah. People travel also to be with their relatives, you know? People travel. And visit the graves of you know, the ancestors or people who have died. Okay, yeah, you see? So they mention the name of the holiday, when is it celebrated, and what happens? What are the traditions? So we are going to check the vocabulary that is going to be easy right here. Let's do it together. Yeah, we still have time, right? This part, exercise D. Let me just make it a little bigger. And let's check this part. Okay, this is just to paraphrase. Here we have some ideas and we are going to change the underlined phrase and use a similar word or verb, a similar word. Have a look at the first. It says, it takes place in September or October. Takes place means llevarse a cabo. A similar verb, ¿qué otro verbo podemos usar? Something similar. Lo han estado usando. Instead of say it takes place, it happens. Okay, another one.
Celebrating.
Celebrated. It is celebrated, we can say. Podemos usar el verbo celebrar. Just say it happens. Or say it is celebrated, ¿no? Se celebra, ¿no? Es celebrado, we say. Or, oops. Any other? So it takes place, it happens, it is celebrated, or you can actually say it occurs. All of them are similar. All of them are similar. Right? You have that. You have takes place there.
Teacher, occurs and celebrate or happen is similar?
They are all similar. And takes place, happens, is celebrated, or occurs are similar.
Okay.
All of them are similar. Number 2, when you say, we get together with our relatives.
Meet.
We meet our relatives, correct? Or
we visit.
How do you say visitar? Yeah, sure. We visit our relatives. How can we say reunirse? I think they mentioned that. There, no. Oh.
Get together.
Get together. But the get together is there. It's mentioned. Es lo que está mencionado. Oh, we can also say gather. Creo que no está, ¿no? Es en la conversación. Gather. Gather. Gather es como también reunirse, juntarse. We gather with our family, with our relatives, gather. Gather with. Pueden agregarle el with. Gather with. We gather with friends. We gather with family members. Check the next. Are mobbed with people. The train stations are mobbed with people. This is what happens in Christmas and especially in July, Independence Day, ¿no? Para esas fechas. Many people want to travel in Peru for Christmas and Independence Day. So bus stations, because we basically use and we travel by bus, or airports too, but bus stations are mobbed with people. What does that mean?
Filled. They get filled.
Yeah, they get filled with people. Sorry. Any other ideas? I'm sorry, guys.
Crowd.
Crowded, you mean, Valentino? Crowded?
Crowded, como aglomerarse.
Crowded. Are crowded, would say. I'm sorry, se me fue la voz. Are crowded. Are crowded with people. Are crowded, ya no diríamos with people, right? Are crowded. What you said, Diana? Or anyone, any other maybe? Are stuck. como atascados, están, the train stations are mobbed, are stuck. Maybe I mean, you can get stuck in the traffic, but yeah, I know what you mean. But I think get filled or are crowded, are full of people. Yeah, that's possible. What else?
Myret.
I'm sorry?
Myret. I don't know how to pronounce.
What do you want to say, Dianita?
Myret.
What do you want to say? Can you spell?
M-I-R-E-D.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
M-I-R-E-D.
Are mired with?
Yes.
Mired with people, okay. Yeah, and there may be other. Yeah, that's good, you have many. And when you say the traffic is impossible, what does that mean? That the traffic is nice, it's easy, it's quick. Another change using another adjective.
Hard.
The traffic is?
Hard.
The traffic is hard, yeah. The traffic is difficult, I think it's much better than hard. That's the adjective. It's difficult, the traffic is terrible. Other adjectives, the traffic is very bad. What else? The traffic is chaotic, etc. Adjectives, right? You can use adjectives there. And the last one, when it says, it reminds me of Eid al-Adha. Or I say, oh, it reminds me of Independence Day. It reminds me of Christmas. Ya, es como que me hace recordar, ¿no? Si quiero usar el verbo remember, tendría que decir como que me hace recordar. So I can say, it makes me remember. It makes me remember. It makes me remember Eid al-Adha. No, me hace recordar, reminds me. Any other? How can we say, me trae recuerdos de, that can be also.
Look back. Look back.
Como look back es como, ya, como que, no, sería en todo caso, it makes me look back, ¿no? It makes me look back. Or you can actually say something similar. That means it brings me memories of, you know, memories means like recuerdos. It brings me memories of, like this. It brings me memories of blah, blah, blah. Okay, nice, we have checked the preview. Could you please do this activity as homework? Actually, it says speaking, nos dice ahí speaking, but you mentioned you were working with a partner and you talk about the, you know, some of the holidays that we have in Peru. So basically here, what you guys can do is to complete. Maybe we can do it together right now and we just talk about some traditions in Peru. Let's think of a special type of clothing. Do you remember any special clothing that is part of a tradition in Peru that people wear?
In October?
In October, that's good. No, el elito morado. So we can say a purple robe. I'm sorry, guys, a purple robe. Okay, need to explain here. Then it says, when is it worn? Explain when is it worn. Explica cuándo se usa. What can we say? Se usa. Yeah, it's worn in October. What do we say? To celebrate the Lord of the Miracles, right? It's not to celebrar. ¿Qué se dice? Para celebrar. Yeah, así decimos, to celebrate. To celebrate the Lord of the Miracles. Could be. Oops, se confundió todo, sorry. To celebrate the Lord of the Miracles, sorry. Like this, could be like this. Okay, it's worn in October to celebrate the Lord of the Miracles, el Señor de los Milagros, ¿no? The procession of the Lord of the Miracles. What about music? Let's talk about our traditions. Música criolla, for example, right? That's called Creole music. Gol. ¿Con quién estamos jugando? ¿Con qué? ¿Con quién?
Gol, con Bolivia.
Gol.
Bolivia.
Sí,
Bolivia.
A Bolivia. Yo pensé que ya estábamos out.
pero seguimos jugando.
Okay, what about Creole music? When is it played? ¿Cuándo se pone este tipo de música? For example, at lunchtime. Right, guys? At lunchtime.
Independence Day.
Sorry?
It's
at lunchtime. Also, when we celebrate Creole Music Day. Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't mention. Como puesto at lunchtime, yes, it's a la hora. Creole Music Day, you know, yeah, we right here, October 32nd, 31st. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like this. You can do that. You can do that, guys. A special dish. Special dish. Ceviche. Yeah. Explain when it's eaten. Cuando se come. When it's summer. Actually, all the time. Yeah. On weekends, especially on weekends at lunchtime, or actually. It's more common at lunchtime, ¿no? No es muy común en la cena, que ahora hay
el pollo a la brasa,
or, yeah, pollo a la brasa. Explain when it's eaten.
En el día del pollo a la brasa.
Yeah, okay. But actually anytime, you know, when you go to a restaurant at night for dinner, when you want, you can find pollería everywhere.
Nice.
¿Otro? ¿Otro gol? Aquí están gritando.
Sí,
Wow, qué emoción.
Lo que pasa es que nos anularon un gol y luego metió otro gol.
¿Cómo? ¿Perdimos o qué?
No, lo que pasa es que nos habían anulado un gol.
Ah, anulado un gol.
Y luego, o sea, pasaron 5 minutos y metió otro gol.
Ah, ¿cómo, Tati? Pero ganamos, ¿el gol fue nuestro?
Lo que pasa es que la Paola metió un gol y lo anularon. Estaba adelantado. Y pasaron 5 minutos y metió un gol más. O sea, este de acá.
Pero ese sí vale. Entonces, ese es el ahorita. Ah, ya, ok, ya te entendí. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, you can complete that. A traditional dance. Traditional, easy. Marinera. Explain when is it dance? It's dance in Trujillo.
It occurs in Trujillo. It happens.
Yeah, when it's a dance in Trujillo.
Every year.
No es que bailamos, right? But in the marinera during the ¿no? El concurso. Marinera. And when is it dance? You say it's dance. It's dance at the Marinera contest in Trujillo. ¿No? Se baila en el concurso de Marinera. A special event. One special event that we have. And what happens? One special event. Antes teníamos, ¿no? Aquí el Pilsen Trujillo's Festival or what? One special event. We don't have special event.
También había un evento de Marinera
Color Fest.
que se realizaba en el...
Color Fest, right? Which one, Diana?
Había uno de Marinera que se realizaba en el mall donde bailaban por horas. Por horas.
Yeah, for example, yeah, something like this, yeah. Okay, you can think of it, yeah, eso lo piensan ustedes, and you complete, all right? Yeah, I help you a lot. Let's move on. Antonella, you are taking the writing in a few minutes, right? Do you know how to access the classroom, Anto? Si sabes cómo acceder, I'm going to share the link through the chat, okay? Desearle. Renzo, wait a moment, okay? I'm going to say un buen feriado. This is what we have. Look at the picture right here and look at this food, this dessert. It says mooncake, right? And here we have, look, the types of holidays: seasonal, historical, and religious. Let's listen to this conversation. Let's listen to it.
Read and listen to a conversation about a holiday.
I heard there's going to be a holiday next week.
Can you repeat? I heard there's going to be a holiday next week.
I heard there's going to be a holiday next week.
That's right. The Harvest Moon Festival.
That's right. The Harvest Moon Festival.
That's right. The Harvest Moon Festival.
What kind of holiday is it?
What kind of holiday is it?
What kind of
holiday is
What kind of holiday
is it? What kind or what type, right? What type of holiday is it?
It's a seasonal holiday that takes place in autumn. People spend time with their families and eat mooncakes.
It's a seasonal holiday that takes place in autumn. People spend time with their families and eat mooncakes. You guys, it's
a seasonal
holiday that takes place in autumn.
Autumn. People spend
time with their families and eat mooncakes.
Well, have a great Harvest Moon Festival.
Thanks. Same to you.
Well, have a great Harvest Moon Festival.
Well, have a great Harvest Moon Festival.
Read and listen to a conversation.
I'm sorry. I'm like, well, have a great Harvest Moon Festival. And then, thanks. Same to you.
Same to you.
Lo mismo, ¿no? Lo mismo para ti. Te deseo lo mismo. Same to you. Okay, let me have two students to read. Carlos, can you read the conversation with Marina? Please, can you say the conversation again? Repeat. I think, who starts, the man or the woman?
About a holiday.
I heard there's going to be a holiday next.
You start, Carlos. You are A. Marina is B.
I heard there's going to be a holiday next week.
All right, the Harvest Moon Festival.
What does that mean? El festival de la cosecha lunar. Yeah, de la cosecha de la luna, All right. And what kind of holiday is that? It's a seasonal holiday because it takes place in the same time of the year, every year. There are 3 types. Let's check the vocabulary about types.
Listen and repeat.
Seasonal.
Can you repeat? Seasonal.
Seasonal.
How can we translate seasonal in Spanish?
Temporada.
Temporada.
Estacional, de temporada, ¿no? Es un feriado de estación, we say, right? Estacional.
Historical.
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 Religious.
Religious. That was the last one. Religious.
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 Okay. Those are the types. If I say, for example, Independence Day, what type of holiday is that?
Historical.
For Peru.
Historical.
If I say, for example, in December, Virgen de la Puertas festivity, what is that? Religious. And if I, religious, right? And if I say, Marinera contest or the Marinera festival.
Seasonal?
It's seasonal, right? It's seasonal. Okay. You guys know that.
Miss,
All right.
New Year.
New Year?
If historical?
New Year. I think it's historical. I think would be seasonal, maybe? Or historical too? No, seasonal, right? Porque en nuestra cultura recibir el año nuevo, it's you know, it's about a time of the year, it's una temporada. But the Chinese sample, the Chinese don't receive or don't celebrate New Year on the same date, on December 31st. I think they receive the New Year in January or February. Creo que para ellos su año es diferente, ¿no? Empieza enero, febrero. I'm not sure.
Creo que en enero o febrero, Miss, el nuevo año chino.
Yeah, it's seasonal, ¿no? Yo creo que sería seasonal, New Year, seasonal. All right, let's check here some vocabulary about ways to commemorate a holiday. It refers to the traditions, you know, what people do, what are some of the customs, las costumbres. Recuerden el término customs and costumes. Customs and costumes. Look at here. Aquí está. Here you have customs. These phrases, customs, right? Customs. And with you, y con u, it's costumbres, right? Customs. So remember also that. Don't get confused. Let's listen, okay? Let's check the vocabulary. I think we can do this fast, and I can explain the grammar. Si me va a dar tiempo, chicos. I can do it.
Read and listen.
Set off fireworks. March in parades. Have picnics.
Pray. Send cards. Give gifts.
Wish each other well. Remember the dead. Wear costumes.
Now listen again and repeat.
Set off fireworks.
Set off fireworks.
Set fireworks.
Set off fireworks.
When do we set off fireworks? When? When do we set off fireworks?
The New Year.
Yes, to receive the New Year, you know, to celebrate New Year.
Happy New Year.
We say Happy New Year.
March in parades.
March in parades.
March
in parade.
When do we see that? When do we march in parade?
Independence Day.
Yeah, to celebrate Independence Day, we see, you know, institutions, students, the military, you know, march in parades actually.
Have picnics.
Have picnics.
Have
picnics.
picnics.
Have picnics. What about the next?
Pray.
Pray. What does pray mean?
Pray.
Pray.
What does pray mean
Culto,
in
algo así.
Spanish?
Rezar.
Orar. Orar. You know, this is, you know, these people are from a different culture. They are Muslims, Musulmanes. They are Muslims and they pray like this, no? Like this. So see, they like to the
Send cards.
send cards.
Send cards.
Send cards. When do you
In
send
cars.
cards? When do you usually send a card? Maybe an online card, ¿no? Ya no tanto es físico ahora, online
When
cards.
you want to talk with your friend.
Yeah, sure. You can send cards to friends. When you want to express your love, your appreciation to someone. When do you send cards? For birthdays, maybe? For birthdays?
Valentín.
No.
For Valentine's Day, that's true. For birthdays,
Miss,
Valentine's
en el
Day.
cultural se envían cartitas, ¿no?
Ajá, Valentine's Day. It's a tradition. Esa
yes.
es una tradición. For Valentine's Day in
That
February.
means a Merry Christmas?
For Christmas, yeah, that's good.
¿En serio?
Yeah. ¿Cómo en serio?
Ya me dio ganas de volver.
Yeah, that was a tradition del cultural. Yeah.
Miss, el siguiente año vuelve todo presencial.
Sí, ¿no? Ya se está viendo, pero vamos a ver cómo, bueno, ya las vacunas ya están, pero estamos bien con las vacunas.
¿En el cultural celebran el Thanksgiving?
Bueno, sí, conmemoramos, ¿no? O bueno, cuando era presencial, como parte pura se les enseñaba, ¿no? Se les menciona.
Pero o sea, lo celebran así como una Navidad que... Bueno,
que
no
hagamos
sé,
nosotros como trabajadores, no, mira, no.
Falta unión, Miss.
Not exactly, pero sí es algo importante como parte de la cultura, ¿no? Saber, pero sí postean o me acuerdo decoraban los paneles, ¿no?
There will be presence.
Face to face, ya, yo creo que sí, aún no nos han confirmado a nosotros. Pienso que también se va a mantener esta modalidad.
Wish each other well.
Wish each other well. Oh, happy birthday. Wish each other well.
Wish each other well.
How can we translate that? ¿Cómo interpretamos el wish each other well?
Desearle.
Expresar buenos deseos, ¿no? ¿Qué diríamos nosotros? Wish each other well.
Desear.
No traduzcamos literalmente porque no va a tener sentido. Ese wish each other well. Expresar buenos deseos, ¿no? El uno al otro, ¿no? Expresar buenos deseos el uno al otro. Desear, desearle lo mejor, algo así, ¿no? Desear lo mejor. This is what we say. Next.
Remember the
Remember
dead.
the dead. Recordar a los muertos. A los muertos. The dead.
Wear costumes.
Wear costumes. Usar disfraces. Wear costumes. Okay. I'm going to explain this to the listening next class, okay? Let's do part C next class. I'm going to explain this structure, adjective clauses. ¿Recuerdan que estudiamos algo de clauses? Ya ustedes han visto clauses. But now let me share the presentation. Easy. We are going to check our first grammatical structure of this new unit. Adjective clauses. Remember that clauses means sentences, oraciones, adjective clauses. We are going to study the use of adjective clauses with subject relative pronouns con pronombres que están representando al objeto. Aunque el nombre no se complica mucho con el nombre, solo para que sepan cómo se llama este punto gramatical. But the use is simple. Adjective clauses with subject relative pronouns. This is the grammar we are going to study. So first, it's important that you know the meaning, what an adjective clause is. Look, check this information. Use an adjective clause to identify or give information about a noun or an indefinite pronoun such as someone or something. Let me translate. Tenemos estas oraciones, pero que tienen que ver acá como adjetivos, ¿ok? Para identificar o dar información sobre un sustantivo. Recuerdan que obviamente los sustantivos dan información de un sustantivo, describen a un sustantivo. Pero acá vamos a ver como que frases que representan la descripción de un sustantivo. Pueden dar información sobre un sustantivo o sobre un pronombre indefinido, como someone or something. Remember, someone is for a person, alguien, and something for an object, algo. All right? We are going to use, right? We are going to use these relative pronouns. Estos son los pronombres relativos que vamos a usar. Who and that, when you refer to people, para referirnos a personas, who or that, or only that, to refer to things. Estas palabritas las vamos a usar en este tipo de clauses, de adjective clauses. Remember the name. ¿Cómo llamamos who and that? Relative pronouns. Son los pronombres relativos, es decir, pronombre. ¿Qué quiere decir? Que reemplaza un nombre, reemplaza un sustantivo en este caso. Who or that? To refer to people. That to refer to things. Okay. Pay attention. Check this first example. The Harvest Moon Festival is a holiday that takes place in autumn. This additional information or this part is extra information, gives more information, explains, all right? So that takes place in autumn is an adjective clause. Do you guys understand? Check. The Harvest Moon Festival is a holiday. Si yo dejo mi idea en holiday, estaría bien. It's okay. The Harvest Moon Festival is a holiday. I say, what can I say? Cajamarca Carnival is a traditional celebration. It's okay. ¿Se entiende la idea, right? But if I want to give more information, I can say Cajamarca Carnival is a traditional celebration that takes place in February, for example. Okay? Yes? So here, the Harvest Moon Festival is a holiday. Okay? What else? More information. That takes place in autumn. This is an adjective clause. Remember, an adjective clause gives information about a noun or a pronoun. Da información sobre un sustantivo o un pronombre. In this example, the adjective clause that takes place in autumn is giving information about the holiday. What is the holiday? The Harvest Moon Festival.
Is adjective clause is extra information? Give
is the extra information, right? Yeah, porque está aquí describiendo un sustantivo. Justo los adjetivos describen un sustantivo, pero no es una palabrita, it's a clause. Es como una oración, right? That gives information about a noun. It's the additional information that you can give. Let me show you another one. A gift is something that you give as a present. What is the adjective clause? That you give as a present is the adjective clause. And this adjective clause gives information about something. ¿De qué está la información? ¿De qué da eso de que tú das como un presente? What is that? Something. This something refers to gift. It refers to the gift. Right? Okay. Don't worry, I will explain this again next class. So, let's check these ideas. Do you remember the relative pronouns? Who or that for people. That for things. Help me. How can we complete? My sister is the girl is wearing a costume. Mi hermana es la niña, la chica, está usando un disfraz. Who? Only who?
Or that.
Or that. Who or that? Who is wearing a costume or that is wearing a costume. Mi hermana es la chica que está usando un disfraz. ¿Cuál vendría a ser el adjective clause? What's the adjective clause in this idea?
Is wearing a costume.
Wear a costume.
Who is wearing a costume or that is wearing a costume. Number 4. Mariachi is a kind of music
That
was born in Mexico. What is the adjective clause? What is the additional information?
That was born
in Mexico. That was born in Mexico describes the kind of music. What is the kind of music? Mariachi. Right? And the last? Anyone.
Who or that.
Okay. Who comes to my party or that comes to my party should bring something to eat. ¿Cómo interpreto esa idea? Any person, anyone, cualquiera, cualquier persona, cualquiera que venga a mi fiesta, debe traer algo para comer, debería traer algo para comer. Okay? Yeah? Easy? Yes. I agree. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Who and that for people and that for things. All right. What's the time? What's the time? Yeah. Media hora. Demasiado, media hora. Let me finish. No, ya ustedes se quedan. Estoy haciendo su second draft. Avancemos, chicos. Yeah. Okay, check this. Ay, ¿qué pasa? Be careful, it says. Don't use a subject pronoun after a relative pronoun. I will explain, okay? I will explain. Subject pronoun, the subject pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, or they. Relative pronouns, remember, who or that. Check here. Halloween is a celebration that it takes place in October. What is the adjective clause? ¿Cuál es el adjective clause aquí? That takes place in October. Okay, the wrong thing is here. Check. That it's the relative pronoun, right? Ese es el relative pronoun que está justo presenta o inicia el adjective clause, that. But look, you have it. It is a subject pronoun. Ese es un pronombre como sujeto. It's not correct. That and it are the same. Aquí están representando lo mismo. No puedo tener dos pronombres. Ya that está representando ¿a qué? the celebration, a Halloween, ¿no? Justo esta idea, that takes place in October, ¿de qué está describiendo? ¿De qué información está dando? ¿De qué? About what? About Halloween, about the celebration. Entonces ya no tendría por qué poner it, otro pronombre que represente Halloween or it's not necessary. No, I mean, it's not possible. It's not. It says, don't use a subject pronoun after a relative pronoun. Ya el that está reemplazando. Es como si ese that es el sujeto en realidad de ese adjective clause. Porque está representando a celebration, está representando a Halloween, ¿no? Halloween is a celebration, ok. Si quiero agregar más información, that takes place in October, right?
Miss, la traducción es Halloween es una celebración que tiene lugar
se lleva a cabo o que se celebra. Recuerden que takes place es lo mismo que happens.
Es que, ¿no?
¿El qué?
Es que, y en el caso de who es quién. ¿Quién?
O la que, si quieres, como más decimos, es una celebración, la cual, ¿puede ser? La cual.
Ah, ok, la cual.
La cual se lleva a cabo en octubre.
Claro, la cual sería, ahí sí sería, creo que más coherente con el sujeto, ¿no? Porque sí, yo lo estaba traduciendo como que, por eso es que no.
No, it's okay. Halloween la Halloween es una celebración que se lleva a cabo en octubre. It's okay, también. Lo que más decimos que la cual, ¿no? Más normal, creo, para nosotros. La cual. 6. Carnival is a holiday that it is celebrated in many countries. What's wrong? ¿Qué es lo que está mal?
It.
That is celebrated only. That is celebrated. 7. My brother is the boy who he is carrying the flag.
Who is?
Who is carrying the flag? Not he. Ya who está representando aquí a my brother. My brother is the boy. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. What it says, better work. Yeah. It says here, New Year's Eve is a holiday that happens on the last day of December. Okay, this is an example. Please, I want you to give me ideas with these, incomplete sentences. Is a celebration that, is someone who, are the people who, is something that, is similar to is a celebration, or is the traditional food that. Maybe we can do this for now, homework. Who can help me? Is a celebration that. Create one example orally. Let me call. And you will do the writing. Yeah, okay. Claudia? Ok, como me estás dando fecha exacta, December 25th on December 25th. Si solo mencionas el mes, only the month in. Very good, yeah? Repeat again, Claudia. '25th, very good. Someone who, is someone who. Give me one example. Es alguien que, o quien, what can you say? Any ideas?
It's about New Year.
Oh, no. Any idea, puede haber ideas, aunque estamos hablando de holidays and celebrations, but what can you say?
The teacher is someone who teaches to the students.
Teacher is someone who teaches students. who teaches,
Miss,
¿no? Sería quien enseña.
Can be Santa Claus is someone who give gifts.
Santa Claus is someone who gives or who brings, ¿no? Que nos trae o que nos da. Good, very good. Gifts or who brings gifts. Excellent. 1 second. Personas que, what can we say?
Miss.
Tatiana?
Pilgrims, peregrinos.
Pilgrims, sure, the pilgrims.
Pilgrims of the Virgin.
The pilgrims are the people.
Okay. Lo voy a considerar así. Pilgrims of the Virgin of the... ¿Verdad? ¿La puerta?
Ah, estás hablando ya de ya. Pensé que estábamos hablando de Pilgrims and Indians, que también justo es eso, ¿no? Los pilgrims ahí en del
are the people who walk from the Trujillo to Otuzco.
Okay. The pilgrims, Virgin de la Puerta, are the people who, what you said, who walk, ¿no? Que caminan, who walk from Trujillo to Otuzco. Very good. What about the next? Is something that, what can you say?
Escarapela?
Say, yeah, okay. That's the rosette. Or yeah, the rosette. Yeah, tell me that. Estaba pensando en the Christmas tree, el arbolito, but that's good. Tatiana, the rosette
is something that used in Julie.
Is something that that is used sería, or that is worn, ¿no? Porque es como que se pone, lo podemos considerar como un accesorio. That is worn or that is used in July. And if I want to say el árbol navideño, es algo que se decora, ¿no? Para Navidad. What can you say? Yeah, finish. Roast turkey, you want to say, Claudia? Roast turkey. That eat, si decimos that we eat, ya vamos a ver el segundo grammar, porque aquí estamos viendo todavía como sujeto, como relative pronouns están representando el subject. Ya si ponemos that we eat, es okay, pero ya no está como subject, está como object. Eso lo vemos en el second grammar. Okay, yeah, but that's good. For example, you say, panettone is something that is eaten for Christmas. Ok, is eaten. Ahí estoy usando, tengo que usar voz pasiva para que se mantenga como sujeto. Is eaten, ¿no? Como is celebrated. Is eaten for Christmas. And the last one, you mentioned roast turkey. Roast turkey, ¿no? El pavo al horno. Roast turkey is the traditional food that is eaten for Christmas too. Okay, that's it, guys. I think we are going to stop here. I will